tears don't fall out. Some hearts break quiet. I stopped asking where you'd been when you came home after 2. Your coat smelled like another night, and your eyes forgot the truth. I kept supper on the table, kept your coffee warm and sweet, but love was dying slowly, right there between 2 empty seats. I used to raise my voice, baby. I used to beg and plead, but a woman gets tired of bleeding for a man who cannot see. I learned to cry quiet, baby, with my back against the wall. I learned to smile at morning like I didn't hurt at all. I learned to cry quiet, darling, when nobody hears the sound. You thought you left me standing, but I was breaking, sitting down. I folded all your white shirts like my hands still had a prayer, but every crease was telling me your heart was never there. You kissed me like a habit, not like a man in love, and I kept reaching for a feeling you had already given up. There's a silence in a woman when she's loved beyond her pride. She don't always slam the doorway, sometimes she just dies inside. I learned to cry quiet, baby, with my back against the wall. I learned to smile at morning like I didn't hurt at all. I learned to cry quiet, darling, where nobody hears the sound. You thought you left me standing, but I was breaking, sitting down. Now don't come looking for thunder, don't come searching for a fight. I gave you all my fire till you turned off every light. I ain't cold, I'm only tired. I ain't cruel, I'm only done. You taught me how to lose you, one lonely night by one. I learned to cry quiet, baby, till the tears ran out of me. I learned to hold my own hand when your love set me free. I learned to cry quiet, darling, but tonight I speak my truth. I lost too much of myself trying to be loved by you. Oh, darling, some tears don't fall out. Some hearts break quiet, and mine broke slow, loving you every night. your goodbye or a smile, but my heart knew better. You poured my coffee in the morning like nothing had gone wrong, but your eyes were looking distant, like your soul had traveled on. You touched my shoulder softly with a hand that felt polite, and I knew right there beside you I had lost you in the night. You didn't need to tell me, you didn't need to lie. A woman hears the ending when love won't meet her eyes. Your goodbye wore a smile, baby, but it cut me just the same. You said all the right sweet words, but your heart forgot my name. Your goodbye wore a smile, darling, soft as velvet, cold as stone. You were standing in my kitchen, but I was already alone. I watched you fold your napkin like you had somewhere to be, and every quiet little motion was another wound in me. You asked me if I'm alright, like you didn't see the tears, but I've been losing you in pieces for what felt like years. There's no mercy in pretending when the truth is at the door. I'd rather hear the thunder than be kissed by lies once more. Your goodbye wore a smile, baby, but it cut me just the same. You said all the right sweet words, but your heart forgot my name. Your goodbye wore a smile, darling, soft as velvet, cold as stone. You were standing in my kitchen, but I was already alone. I won't beg for yesterday, I won't chase a fading flame, but don't dress up your leaving and call this hurt by another name. Take your coat from the hallway, take your shadow from my light. Just don't leave me with a sweet kiss when your love has died tonight. Your goodbye wore a smile, baby, but my soul could feel the blade. You walked out like a gentleman after breaking what we made. Your goodbye wore a smile, darling. Now the house has turned to blue. You left without a cruel word, but cruel still look like you. Oh baby, your goodbye wore a smile, but my heart knew better. You left me softly, but you left me forever. Oh baby, you came back with lonely eyes, but you can't borrow my heart again. You knocked soft on my doorway when the rain was coming down. Had your collar turned up high and your suitcase on the ground. You said the world got colder since you left me standing here, but I remember every winter I survived without you near. You talked about forgiveness like it was easy to receive, but you don't know how many nights I had to teach myself to breathe. You can't borrow my heart again, baby, just to leave it bruised and blue. You can't take my gentle loving when the night gets hard on you. You can't borrow my heart again, darling, not after all that rain. I gave you one sweet forever, you gave me years of pain. I used to keep your chair open like a prayer beside my own. Now I sit there in the evening and I don't feel so alone. I used to cry into your pillow till the morning found my face. Now that bed don't feel so empty since I learned to love my space. I won't say I never missed you. I won't say I never cried, but missing ain't the same as needing, and tears don't mean I'm still tied. You can't borrow my heart again, baby, just to leave it bruised and blue. You can't take my gentle loving when the night gets hard on you. You can't borrow my heart again, darling, not after all that rain. I gave you one sweet forever, you gave me years of pain. Take your sorry from my window, take your shadow from my floor. I ain't angry, I ain't bitter, I just ain't your woman no more. There's a kind of peace in silence, there's a strength in letting go, and this heart you came to borrow has finally learned to say no. You can't borrow my heart again, baby. It don't answer to your name. It still carries all the scars, but it don't burn in the same old flame. You can't borrow my heart again, darling. Go on back into the rain. I loved you once with all I had, but I won't lose myself again. Oh baby, you came back with lonely eyes, but I ain't opening that door. You can't borrow my heart again. This heart ain't yours no more. Oh baby, since you walked away, my heart don't sleep no more. The clock keeps talking in the kitchen, while the night leans on my door. I keep listening for your footsteps, like I never heard them before. There's a cold cup on the table where your warm hand used to lay, and the chair across from mine, baby, still remembers yesterday. I told myself I'd be alright, I told the mirror I was strong, but every time the lights go low, your memory sings along. It just cries till morning light. It keeps walking through the shadows, calling out your name at night. My heart don't sleep no more, darling, since your love closed that door. My eyes may rest for a moment, but my heart don't sleep no more. I found your matchbook in my pocket from that bar on Valentine Street, where you promised me forever, to a slow and smoky beat. Now forever's just an echo in a room of faded blue, and every song on that old jukebox still sounds too much like you. I don't want your sorry letters, I don't need your sweet disguise. A woman knows when love is over, even through a crying eyes. My heart don't sleep no more, baby. It just cries till morning light. It keeps walking through the shadows, calling out your name at night. My heart don't sleep no more, darling, since your love closed that door. My eyes may rest for a moment, but my heart don't sleep no more. Maybe someday I'll stop reaching for a hand that ain't there. Maybe someday I'll stop breathing your name into the air. But tonight the rain is falling like it knows what I've been through, and every lonely drop keeps asking why I still belong to you. My heart don't sleep no more, baby. It still waits where you left me blue. It keeps holding on to pieces of the love I gave to you. My heart don't sleep no more, darling. It just aches behind this door. I may close my eyes at midnight, but my heart don't sleep no more. Oh, baby, since you walked away, this house ain't home no more. The night may close around me, but my heart don't sleep no more. Oh, darling, a smile can fool the morning, but tears don't lie at night. I wore my red dress on a Friday just to prove that I was fine. Put some lipstick on my sorrow and a little perfume on my pride. I laughed with friends at the table while the band played soft and low, but every note that touched my body found a place you used to know. I can tell the world I'm stronger, I can say I'm moving on, but when the moon looks through my window, all my pretending's gone. Tears don't lie, baby. They know what love has done. They fall for every promise that broke before the sun. Tears don't lie, darling. They speak when I can't say. I may smile through the evening, but I cry your name away. There's a song inside the jukebox that still wears your memory. Every time the singer whispers, it brings you back to me. I tried to dance with a stranger, tried to let his arms feel right, but my heart don't follow footsteps when it's still yours every night. I don't need no explanation, I don't need no sweet reply. The truth is on my pillow every time these teardrops dry. Tears don't lie, baby. They know what love has done. They fall for every promise that broke before the sun. Tears don't lie, darling. They speak when I can't say. I may smile through the evening, but I cry your name away. Maybe someday I'll stop aching. Maybe someday I'll be free. Maybe I'll wake up one morning with no ghost lying next to me. But tonight I'm just a woman with a heart too tired to fight, and every lonely drop keeps telling what I hide from the light. Tears don't lie, baby. They remember every scar. They know I'm still reaching for the love that went too far. Tears don't lie. Tears don't lie, darling. They fall soft, but they fall true. I can fool the whole wide world, but my tears still tell on you. Oh, darling, a smile can fool the morning, but tears don't lie at night. No, tears don't lie. When a heart still loves you right. Oh, darling, when you left that night, you took the morning with you. I woke up to an empty pillow in the cold side of the bed. There were words I never told you, still dancing in my head. The curtains moved so softly, like they knew you wouldn't stay. And the sunlight through the window didn't feel like yesterday. I tried to make my coffee, but it tasted just like pain. There are some kinds of sorrow that even sugar can't change. You took the morning with you, baby, left me standing in the gray. You took the song out of the sparrow and the prayer out of my day. You took the morning with you, darling, when you walked out of my life. Now every sunrise feels lonely since you kissed me last goodbye. I found your ring beside the Bible, where you laid it down with care. Like leaving love behind you was the only honest prayer. I touched it with my fingers, and my heart began to fall. That little band of silver said more than you said at all. You didn't slam the doorway, you didn't raise your voice, but quiet can break a woman when a man has made his choice. You took the morning with you, baby, left me standing in the gray. You took the song out of the sparrow and the prayer out of my day. You took the morning with you, darling, when you walked out of my life. Now every sunrise feels lonely since you kissed me last goodbye. Keeps But one day I'll open these windows, let the warm light find my face, and I'll learn to greet the morning without missing your embrace. You took the morning with you, baby, but you didn't take my soul. You left me cold and broken, but broken hearts can still grow old. You took the morning with you, darling, left me singing through the rain. And maybe someday sunrise won't remind me of your name. You took the morning with you when you walked away. But somewhere past this sorrow, I'll find myself a brand new day. Oh, baby, I kept the light on too long, waiting for a love already gone. There's a lamp beside the window, burning soft against the rain. I lit it every evening, like it might bring you back again. I told myself you'd miss me when the night got cold and deep. But hope can be a cruel thing when it won't let a heart sleep. I heard your name in the hallway, I felt your ghost in the room, but it was only lonely silence dressed up in your perfume. I kept the light on too long, baby, for a man who lost his way. I kept my heart wide open while your love was miles away. I kept the light on too long, darling, till the flame began to die. Now I'm sitting here in darkness, learning how to say goodbye. I saved your place at the table, poured your coffee just the same, like a fool still believing love would answer to its name. But the chair stayed cold and empty, and the clock just shook its head. Some dreams don't leave with thunder, they just fade beside the bed. gave you every tomorrow, even after yesterday was gone. But a woman can't keep waiting for a heart that won't come home. I kept the light on too long, baby, for a man who lost his way. I kept my heart wide open while your love was miles away. I kept the light on too long, darling, till the flame began to die. Now I'm sitting here in darkness, learning how to say goodbye. Maybe I was too tender, maybe I loved too true, maybe I made a church baby out of a broken man like you. But tonight I'll close the curtains, let the lonely evening pass, and I'll stop feeding on memories with a flame that never lasts. I kept the light on too long, baby, but I'm turning it down tonight. I'm tired of begging shadows to bring your love back to life. I kept the light on too long, darling. Now the truth is standing clear. You were gone before you left me, and I was still waiting here. Oh baby, I kept the light on too long for a love already gone. Now the room may turn dark, but I'll find my way before dawn. Oh darling, you're standing right before me, but the man I loved is gone. You still wear that old blue jacket, the one I bought in May, but the warmth that used to hold me has slowly slipped away. You're still speaking that soft voice that used to calm my fears, but every word feels empty, like it's traveled through the years. I looked into your eyes tonight, searching for the flame, but all I found was silence, wearing your sweet name. The man I loved is gone, baby, though your body's standing near. The heart that used to need me don't seem to live in here. The man I loved is gone, darling, and it hurts too much to say you didn't leave this evening. You've been leaving every day. cooked your favorite supper, set the table just for two. But your mind was somewhere distant, with someone I never knew. You smiled like you were sorry, but sorry came too late. A woman feels the ending long before it shows its face. I don't need no thunder, I don't need no storm. A cold kiss in the kitchen can tell me love ain't warm. The man I loved is gone, baby. Though your body's standing near, the heart that used to need me don't seem to live in here. The man I loved is gone, darling, and it hurts too much to say you didn't leave this evening. You've been leaving every day. I won't hold a stranger just because he has your smile. I won't keep pretending that love is only tied. If you find him somewhere, baby, the man you used to be, tell him there's a woman crying for the love he gave to me. The man I loved is gone, baby, and I finally understand. I was reaching for a memory, not the touch of your hand. The man I loved is gone, darling. Now the truth has settled in. I can mourn you while you're breathing, 'cause your love already ended. No, darling, you're standing right before me, but the man I loved is gone, and I can't keep loving a shadow that don't know where it belongs. Oh, baby, some fires die easy, but this old love still burns. I put your letters in a shoebox, tie them up with faded string, but every time the night gets heavy, I can hear those papers sing. They tell me how you used to love me, how you called this heart your home. Now those words are only ashes, and I'm sitting here alone. I tried to let your memory go, I tried to close that door, but a love that once held everything don't leave like nothing anymore. That old love still burns, baby, deep down in my soul. keeps me warm and wounded. With a flame I can't control, that old love still burns, darling. Even after all these tears, you walked away one evening, but your fire stayed for years. I saw your face last Sunday in a stranger passing by. For a moment I stopped breathing, like the past had come alive. I could almost feel your hand again, resting soft against my waist. But the street was cold and empty, and time had stolen your place. They say the heart forgets in time, but time don't know your name. 'Cause every road I walk alone still leads me back to pain. That old love still burns, baby, deep down in my soul. It keeps me warm and wounded, with a flame I can't control. That old love still burns, darling, even after all these tears. You walked away one evening, but your fire stayed for years. I don't wanna need you, I don't wanna cry, but every lonely midnight brings your memory passing by. Maybe I'll be free someday. Maybe I'll learn to stand without reaching through the darkness for the comfort of your hand. That old love still burns, baby, though the room has turned so cold. It glows behind my sorrow, like a story never told. That old love still burns, darling, and it hurts me to confess. You left me with the ashes, but my heart kept all the rest. Oh baby, some fires die easy, some fires never learn. You left me long ago, but that old love still